Hey, have you ever felt like you're just a little bit behind at the checkout counter? Well, today, we are going to change that. We're going to master the super simple art of calculating any bill. And trust me, it's going to make you a smarter, faster, and way more confident shopper in just a few minutes. You totally know what I'm talking about, right? You're at the shop, you've got a bunch of items, and bam! Before you can even find your wallet, the shopkeeper has the total. How on earth do they do it so fast? Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It's not magic. It's a really simple method that anyone can learn, and we're going to break it all down right now. So, it all boils down to just one simple, powerful rule. I want you to think of this as your new shopper superpower. Seriously. Once you get this, you'll be using it everywhere without even breaking a sweat. Okay, so what are we even trying to figure out here? We're looking for the total cost for an item. And all that really means is the full price you pay when you buy more than one of the exact same thing. Like the total for all 3 pens you bought, or for all 6 of those apples, not just the price for one of them. And here it is. This is the secret sauce. All you have to do is take the quantity, how many of the thing you have, and you multiply it by the price per unit, which is just a fancy way of saying the cost of one. That's it. No, really, that's the entire secret method. Okay, enough with the theory, right? The best way to really learn a new skill is to just do it. So let's run through a few easy examples together. You're about to see just how incredibly simple this really is. All right, let's start with a classic. Imagine you're buying 2 chocolates. Each one costs 5 rupees. So what's the total cost? Come on, remember our formula, quantity times price. What do you think? You got it. It's 10 rupees. You've got a quantity of 2, a price of 5 rupees. 2 times 5 is 10. See? Simple. You just used your new superpower. Okay, ready for another one? You're grabbing 3 rulers for your friends, and each ruler costs 8 rupees. How much are you going to pay for all of them? Go ahead, do the math real quick. Exactly, 24 rupees. 3 rulers times 8 rupees each. You are totally getting the hang of this. Okay, now let's see what happens when the numbers get just a little bit trickier. All right, you have absolutely nailed the basics. So, are you ready to level up? Let's take on the decimal challenge. Now, I know that might sound a little scary, but I promise you, our secret rule, it doesn't change one tiny bit. So here's our first challenge. A student is buying 5 pens, but these are kind of fancy, so they cost 7 rupees and 50 paise each. What's the total cost going to be? We do the exact same thing we did before. The quantity is 5. The price is 7.50. You multiply them together and you get 37 rupees and 50 paise. The most important thing to remember here is that the method is exactly the same, whether there's a decimal or not. Okay, let's do one more, just to be sure we've got this down pat. So Mrs. Sharma is buying 6 apples, and each one costs 12 rupees and 25 paise. Let's crunch these numbers. 6 apples times 12.25 rupees, and our total is 73 rupees and 50 paise. See? Decimals are no big deal at all once you have that core formula locked into your brain. So let's just put this side by side for a second. On the left, we've got simple whole numbers with the chocolates, and on the right, we've got those decimal numbers with the pens. The answers look different, sure, but the way we got there, quantity times price, is identical. That's the real power of this super simple rule. Okay, you've totally got the skill down now, so let's make sure you can nail it perfectly every single time. Here is your official pro shopper checklist to make sure you avoid any of those silly common mistakes. All right, here's a quick 5-step check so you're always spot on. First, read carefully. Seriously, just check the quantity and the price. That's where tiny mistakes happen. Second, remember the key. It's always multiplication. Third, keep an eye on those decimal points. Make sure you place them correctly. Fourth, add your units. Don't forget that rupee symbol. And finally, and this is what every pro does, just double check your math. It takes like 2 seconds, and it's the best way to catch a mistake before it even happens. So there you have it. You have now completely mastered how to calculate the cost for each group of items on a bill, and that is an awesome, super practical skill to have. But I'm going to leave you with a final thought. Now that you can figure out the cost for every single line item on a receipt, how do you check if the grand total at the very bottom is actually correct? That, my friends, is the next piece of the puzzle.